Hello there, YouTubers. Yukon Rot. And the car is damn near finished. Well, it's in clear anyway. I still gotta do all these trim pieces that go up over the vinyl top and around the back window. All that good stuff. Now, we had heater problems. And we had to go get a little LB white because we ended up having to wrap that up because it was blowing black soot inside shortly after the first coat of clear got put on. So now I've got issues. See that? It's under the fucking clear. So, that being said, other than that, wow, is that lens dirty or what? Hold on a second. Oh fuck, I hope that ain't clear overspray. Much gooder. Okay. Nope. There's the car. The clear laid out really good. I mean, that's not sanded or buffed or nothing, and you can clearly see a good reflection. Ain't much orange peel in it. And the problems I did have was catching the light. See them little spots of dirt? Which then will easily sand and buff out. I'm not worried about them at all. No runs, no sags on the car. The hood turned out dirtier than shit because what I did is I painted it with it on the car so it was laying flat, and I should have hung it, but I didn't want the color flop to be off. So then the trunk lid I painted off because I had to do all the jams and the back trim around the back window, but the hood turned out really good other than a big pile of dirt. If you can catch it in the light here, you can kind of see it catching light and some spots. I don't know, you can't really see it with the camera, but I can see it. It's fucking all over. Other than that though, turned out really good. The piece I did up front looks really good where I molded that in. Waiting for that heater to turn on. It's nicer outside than it is in the fucking shop. No, it turned out really good. And I'm starting to hate these fucking YouTube videos. They're making them because I'm at 3.5 minutes already and I haven't said shit. But anyway, this is the clear Auto Body Master urethane clear. I think I showed you guys this once before. It's 4-to-1 with the catalyst here. And it's really thin and it's really clear. Now some of you that don't know much about painting are probably saying, yeah, clear should be clear. Well, it's not. Clear usually has a yellowish tint to it, and that yellowish tint, what that is it's UV protection, which keeps the sun rays from fading your paint out so fast. And I know in college we had some company, I don't remember who it was, brought in some clear that looked just like water. It was that clear. And the instructors told us that we were not allowed to use it because without that yellow it has no UV ray protection, so we didn't use it. And I don't know what air pressure I sprayed this at because like I said before, I do it all by sound. I wish I knew because I could help some of you guys out a little more or something, but no, that's the car. I am Waiting for that heater to fire up because it's a little chilly in here today. It's 34 degrees here in Iowa today. It's nice out. Sun's shining and everything, but got one big boo-boo on the trunk. And that was me being pissed off because the black soot shit falling on the car and blah blah blah. I got carried away, and what I did is on my last coats of clear, we'll use the hood for example, I go all the way down it and then I go right back over it. And I have really good luck doing that. It lays really flat. 9 times out of 10 it will not run or sag. You just got to kind of adjust your speed accordingly. But that's my problem. A big fucking sag. And that's going to need a couple days to dry out before I can do anything with that. And those spots on the floor, yeah, it dripped. But what it dripped off of was this tape. And it's not a big deal. And the other problem is, it's not really, well, it is noticeable. See them 2 stripes right there? That is because the clear ran off of this tape and sagged and pulled the metallic with it. So, what I get to do is sand that whole hood or trunk lid down with probably 600 or 800. Get that sag out of there, and I would say 90% sure I'm gonna have to blow in that corner with paint. And I hate fucking doing that with metallic paint. Fucking hate it. But it'll get done and it'll look good. The trunk lid is not as dirty as I thought it was gonna be for laying flat, but it's dirty enough. So I'm probably gonna start installing shit on the car and then start sanding here later this afternoon probably. And if this fucking heater would fire up, I don't know how to make it work. Okay, here we are again. I have done 1500 dry, got out all my dirt, and then I just went over with 2000 wet. It's a nice satin or dull finish. I was gonna go up to like 3000, but I did a little test area on the hood. And this area, the lighting is kind of messing me up, but You can, I don't know if you can see it, but you can see some sand scratches along the edges here. That was with 1500 dry. I just thought I wanted to see how this clear would buff out. Then this is 2000 wet. And yeah, they both look similar, but this one's got a lot deeper shine. And this camera's showing the paint looks really blotchy. I assure you it's not. I don't know why it's picking up. Maybe it's just the different angles or something, I don't know, but nope. So I'm gonna finish this side. I gotta do the fender with 2000 wet, and then this half of the roof. And then I'm gonna try and get the whole passenger side done tonight. I'm hoping to get it buffed out too. I don't know, we'll see. And I am not doing underneath that body line because this car usually sits so low to the ground that you're never gonna be down that far to look at it. And you know, maybe when I get this done and see how flat and shiny the rest of it's gonna look, maybe I'll go back and do it. But our instructor in college, he would always say, and he had a really deep voice, he's like, if them son of a bitches get on their fucking knees to look at your paint job, he's like, when they're bending over, he's like, kick them in the fucking ass. So I've kind of lived by that motto for a while. You know, if there's something on the rocker panel that just ain't quite 100% perfect, if someone is down there eye fucking your shit, kick them in the ass when they're bent over. Yeah, so I'm gonna 2000 that front fender, and I don't know if you can tell, but there's a little bit of a difference in the shine from the door to the fender, because the fender is just 1500 and the door is 2000. So nope, I will keep putting progress clips on here, and hopefully this will help somebody out. And actually what I like to do is, where did I put it? Son of a bitch, what'd I do with it? Well, I can't find my squirt bottle. Oh, there it is, right in front of me. I just grab a squirt bottle, put a few drops of soap in it, some nice warm water, shake it up. The soap helps lubricate as you're cleaning, and like I've said before, if you're wet sanding and you hear like a screech, like the squeak a mouse makes, take your sandpaper off the side of the fucking car because you have shit trapped underneath it. Rinse your sandpaper off, wipe the panel down, and start over. So otherwise you're just going to put deeper and deeper scratches into your clear, and buffing it out is going to be a motherfucker. So this is the stage I'm in right now. I'll get back to you here after a while. Okay, I'm going to show you a way how to get sags out. It's not very hard. I'm not very good at it, but it's not a hard concept to get figured out. Take a razor blade, put a piece of tape on each side, that way you got a sharp centered edge. And as you can see, right here I got a little sag. And what you do, if I can do both these at once, you just take it, keep it straight up, and slowly shave it off. And there's companies out there that make this little block to do this, but why buy it when about anybody has razor blades? No, you just keep scraping. You can go back further to see if it starts back somewhere or around it. And I'm not very good at this. Nick usually does my sags for me, but he's doing the family time thing tonight, I think, so I'm gonna give her a whirl. And you just keep shaving until you got it all gone, and then take your 2000 or whatever you're gonna do and block over it and buff it out. And this saves you having to DA it down, and because I've run into problems where you DA it, you think you got it out until you go to clear it again and it's still there. So I'm gonna work on this and see if I can't get it out, and should be ready to buff after this. I got this whole side done with 2000 wet, so see how this turns out.